Device Louisa here, and I have 3 projects that I have made using these 3 paper pads. I used this, the Paper Studio Festive Sparkle, and it says with glitter, so there's some with glitter in here. And you can see all the colors that are in here. So I'm using different colors this year than the normal, you know, this not just the traditional red, green, and white. So I'm using red, white, and gold, and silver. These have more traditional colors, and these are kind of retro, sort of. So the second one is it's Heidi Swapp. Anyway, I use this, and I use, a few sheets for each one of my projects. This is the 12 by 12, and then I use this one called Bundled Up from Crate Paper, and this is really cute. And I used a few out of here, and as well as fussy cutting one of the snowmen. Now this pad and the Heidi Swapp pad have like cutouts that you can cut out. This one had cards somewhere in here. I don't know where they went. Well, somewhere in here there's some cards. But here they are. First page, of course. So I did cut this particular one, cut it up, use this piece, and I used that blank space too. So those are the 3 pads that I use because I really wanted to just go ahead and dive into these new ones that I recently got from Tuesday Morning and from Hobby Lobby. And assortment of dies that I use, let's try to remember. I use the Baroque die, and then I use this one, which is smaller, and it's one of the I forgot what you call these, that you can move around and you can insert it. So I had actually inserted it into there to make a shaker. So it's actually 6 projects, but the shaker and the bag goes together, so I'm considering them as one. And then I used, one of them is an ornament shaker, so I used this one, the Nestabilities, but I inserted a heart shape in there. And this one is called 2013 Heirloom Ornament. Inside of that I inserted, where's my heart? One of these hearts from Doris. Nesting hearts, that's all it's called. And that was, oh, I also used, for the tops of my bags, I used another die, which I also just recently picked up, and it's the Mini Scallop and Pinking die, also from Tim Holtz. So I used that pinking one, which is the zigzag. For my stamps, I kind of use an assortment of stamps from this and from, okay, I used this Joy here. I don't know if I used something else. I can't remember. I used these 2 snowmen and this, sorry about that. I don't know if you saw this part, but I used that, this snowman, this tree, and this snowman. And out of here, I might have used one Happy Holidays. That's all I can remember right now. So, and I don't have a lot of Christmas. I have those 3 or 4 packages plus this for Christmas. So I'm intending on going shopping hopefully in the morning. Monday, I don't know what day you're going to be seeing this video, but Monday I want to go to Michael's because they have another one of those 20 off of your entire purchase, including sales. So I want to see what they have. So here's my 3. They're all the same thing. They're just different papers that I used. And both of these are the same type of shaker. This one is a little different. I did break out my foam that I had bought a while back, and I don't recall which store it was, but I'm sure they all have it. And it's Creatology, so I'm sure it's like Michael's or something. It's a 12 by 18 size foam, and I got 2 of these because I knew I was going to use a lot to cut out the part, the thick, the thickness, so that I can do the shaker part. So I just had to cut out 3 pieces with my dies, along with the papers that were going to go with it, some chipboard, you know, the backing and everything, and acetate. And the acetate that I use, I just save. I cut up all my packaging when I get anything, whether it's dies or stamps. Stamps, sometimes the cling stamps come on clear acetate sheets, so I save all those pieces. And I've had them for a while because I haven't been doing any shakers till recently. So now I'm breaking those out and using those to cut out the clear parts for my shakers. So that's what I use because I don't buy, you know, the packages of acetate. And I've just been cutting out everything that I need with my dies, which I'm using a lot more now. And I will do a video showing that storage on my Grasscock because I don't think I've done it yet. I showed it on Periscope, but forgot to do it for YouTube. So let me get my glasses on. Okay, and aside from that, I used some seam binding and ribbon from the dollar store. For these two, I used 1 snowflake from the dollar store. And this, I use a tag that I had bought. I'll show you the packaging from Tuesday morning. So I had showed this to you and said I was going to use it as embellishments, which I did here. I did use some foam tape to lift that and these here. And the images for this, and what you're going to see more on the back, was fussy cut out of the paper, as well as this too. I had some scrap paper from this pad, turned them into tags, stamped on it, fussy cut that piece from the paper line and everything. So this was the last one that I did, and hoping that it is dry now. So I'll show it to you last, just so it can keep on drying. And I'm going to show them to you in the order that I made them. So I made this one first. Really cute. I used lunch bags from Target. And I did a start to finish, so I'm working on editing that so you could see. But I think I've showed it before, and it's been around for a long time. I first seen it from my Triple Dog Dare You. I think I had entered her challenge way back when she was doing more videos. Actually, she's not at Triple Dog Dare You now. Her name is Lydia, and I can't remember her current channel name right now, but I'm sure we all know her. So all you do is, you know, paper this, put this down, paper that. I paper the back of them and decorate them. So lunch bags, really simple. We all have them. So I picked some really cute paper for this, and here's my back. So here's one paper. I put a strip that's out of the cutouts, and this is one of the cutouts as well, just to finish my back. I did cut that edge like I told you, because it didn't come that way. And punch some holes to put my ribbon or seam binding in. Over here, some more of the paper. Here's that half of a snowflake, and then I put one of the banners that comes in this paper line. And then I fussy cut one of the snowmen that's in there too. So there's a pocket, as you can see, where I put my shaker. This one's slightly overfilled. It's actually bulging. That's how overfilled it is, because I actually put too much, and I was having trouble getting everything put together where I literally had to peel this back off and put it back down, and then it didn't seal right. As you can see, they're kind of getting stuck in there, but that's okay. I did use the little seed beads in this, and it does help things move around. But sometimes they just kind of land on top of each other and get stuck. But it's okay. It's still fun shaking it up. And you can see the image inside. And you can see what I've put in there. Sequins, the shaped confetti. It says joy, and a couple of snowmen. There's a white and a silver one in there. So on this particular one, I cut out of some glitter paper. Because it already had enough going on inside that I didn't want to overpower, and just wanted a little sparkle. So on the back, so now this is going to be sort of like my card or tag, where I will actually put a sentiment here. This is where I stamped one of my images. So I didn't paper the backs of any of my shakers, just so I could use this part to write on. And it takes several layers to make this. It takes the chipboard, my paper on the inside, the layer of foam. I put another chipboard to give me some more thickness, the acetate, and then the cover piece here. But at least it's all uniform and I don't have to worry about finishing that side. So here is that. Really cute paper there. I'm not going to undo the seam binding yet until I have to fill this. But as you can see, you can fill quite a bit in here. And again, this just goes in there. Now I cut up all the pieces and I still have them here, so I might be throwing in as extra goodies. Like this is all the little cut aparts off just one sheet, so I might throw those inside the back, inside the bag itself. And then these come from the other collection. So that was the first one. Just tying some seam binding there. And then the second one I made was with that Heidi Swapp pad. And I'm really liking black in my Christmas stuff now, even my Christmas tree, which I'll do another video. My Christmas tree out in the living room. I can't show you now because the whole house is a mess since after the yard sale we brought back a lot of boxes. But I will later, and you'll see that I've used a lot of black. So that paper pad has a lot of black in there. As you can see, this is one of the papers. It's got black snowflakes. I created a tag with one of those pieces that I had cut up, and I was left with a blank piece. So I stamped on there Joy, and this is on foam tape. And then my little tag that I've turned into an embellishment, which is all ready. It's already glittered. You can kind of see the glitter. So really, really cute. I love this paper. And then the back, I did this. This is another paper from there, and I cut a strip in the black. And this was the top part, like this, of the card that goes with this piece of paper here, and that's it. So this, it's all flat. I just put it on flat and punched out my holes, put my black seam binding this time. Perfect time to use it to match all the black that's on here. And here is my shaker, which is the ornament die with the heart in the middle, and you can see the papers that I've chosen, which is the same from back here. And then all my goodies inside, which are kind of tight because some of the sequins, these large ones here, they're pretty big. So there's trees in there, and then it's all in the traditional colors. But it's really cute. And what I did here, the whole paper is actually this, even this top. So I just took my silver metallic marker from American Crafts, colored in the top part. There's usually metal on these ornaments. I actually drew in a scallop shape, and then with my black flare marker, traced it so it kind of looked like a shadow. I'm going to get it closer to you. So it actually looks like an extra piece that I actually paper piece and put on top, but it's not. This is all flat. It's just colored in. So really cute. And I can actually attach something here, which I may do later on. So really cute. And on the back is where I stamped my tree. Now when I added this, I forgot to stamp it first before putting all my pieces together. So I tried stamping, and since this area here, there's nothing to push down on, this didn't stamp well, so I had to re-stamp it, and it ended up being a little bit off. But it actually doesn't look too bad. It looks like it was meant to be that way. So I can actually write something on this side. So that just gets tucked right in there, and voila. So now I didn't make these like my fall one where I added a bunch of stuff and flowers in there because I didn't want it to make it too thick. Where these are going to go in another package, maybe with other goodies. So I didn't want to overdo it with these, but I still wanted them to be really cute and fun. And with this added extra piece that can be pulled out. So the last one was with the that Paper Studio pad. And I kind of did it somewhat like this one with that half a snowflake here. And with some of the scraps of the paper that I had from here, I just created 2 tags, which I put on foam tape. I did ink very lightly with my black soot just so it would set it off a bit because it kind of just faded into the background paper. There is a strip going back there, but it's almost completely covered, but you can see it's got gold polka dots. There's my half of the Dollar Tree snowflake. I fussy cut this out of the paper because there is a whole sheet of just ornaments. And then you can see my background. So in here, I'll show you the shake in a second. Here's that with all the ornaments. I use my Dollar Tree ribbon that says peace, love, and joy. Peace, love, and joy. It actually says something else, but I don't see it. Merry Christmas. It's hard to get the words to, go right when you do something like this. So on the back, it's this paper with the reindeer. It says Merry Christmas. I put another strip here and a second strip. And then one of the ornaments that I fussy cut out. And again, I did ink the edges a little bit so it just kind of stood up a little more. All flat, no foam tape on that. So then I did the same type of Baroque shape as this one. And picked a paper that had a whole bunch of Christmas trees. This one seems to move a lot smoother than the other two for some reason. I don't know if it's the type of sequence that I'm using. There is no seed beads in this one. There is in only this one. There's only 2 snowmen in there. I try to just keep the same colors that are in the paper line. I didn't want to add more. And I didn't overfill it so you could see the trees. But everything, well, it did move fine till now. There we go. Moves like that, and this is the same polka dot paper from behind here, so you could see, really cute. And then I used this other snowman stamp and left space for some writing there. So those are my 3 bags with shakers in the pocket. I'm not going to make any more only because I'm already bored of making them, at least the bags. I just can't do so many of the same thing. I can't make 10 of these. I just get bored with it. So the next step is some cards, maybe with a shaker built in, or I don't know, maybe I'll do them separately and pop them on. I don't know. Right now I'm going to relax. I'm going to go and eat my dinner and decide what I want to do next. So there they are. My 3 altered lunch bags with their own little shakers. So thank you all for watching. If you're interested in a start to finish, I did make a video that has both the bag and the shaker, and you can see how I made these. So that I am working on right now. I'm editing it. So thank you all again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.